Let's talk about how I built a multi-six-figure business while having a full-time job. This is a message for new online business owners who are looking to take their passions, their services and products online. Because when I first started off in the online business world, I didn't really know what was possible. It was literally like a whole new world. It's like I was Jasmine and the world of online business was my Aladdin. And I was on this magic carpet ride and being introduced to so many new interesting sites. I was going on loops in the clouds. There's all these new experiences that were just so amazing to me. Not too long ago, I was working a corporate job that I really enjoyed. I had a great team. It was a great employer, but I was kind of looking for something more. I was always been entrepreneurial, and so I started taking different side gigs and projects to make some extra money, but also just explore what else was out there for me. And in doing so, through a series of different projects, I got introduced to a client who would eventually become my business coach. And that's where I recognized that was my first step in building my multi-six-figure business while having a full-time job. I sought out a mentor, a business coach, someone who has gone the path and is still on the journey that I want to follow as well, and someone who can kind of paint a picture for what steps I can follow to be successful. So I worked with this coach and mentor and quickly learned the essential steps I needed to take to build a successful online business. And then while I was hustling and starting to build my business with a full-time job, I quickly started working at least 80-hour weeks. It's crazy. I'm not trying to sugarcoat the journey here, because while you have a full-time job, from that 9 to 5, I think my schedule was like 7:30 to 5 every day. Then in the mornings, in the evenings, and like during lunch, I was fitting in business time. I was sacrificing some time with my young family, my wife. Thankfully, she knew what I was building and wanted to see that success from it. But it's not an easy journey. And so that's why early on, find that mentor and then find that community of people who can kind of be your coworkers of sorts. Other business owners who can help provide advice, ideas, or just simple support on this journey. Because especially as an entrepreneur, building your own business or being a part of a startup of a business, there's a lot to do. And there's a lot of struggles, a lot of things you don't know, and a lot of things you're learning for the first time. And so seeking that support is essential. And then there's also the aspect of following a proven framework. I was seeking frameworks and solutions out there. A business I tried starting long before my online business, I literally went to like WikiHow, or I Googled how to build a marketing plan or a business plan. And you show up and it's like, oh, here's like a 50-page business plan you go make. And then you go like pitch your product idea to investors and they fund your idea. And then you go this. It felt like the path was impossible and only available to a select few with like genius ideas. The Silicon Valley startups, and that they eventually become like the Apples and Googles of the world. So it felt out of reach. And I felt like a simple Google search was not the framework or solution I needed to follow. As I started to build it, I recognized that the framework fell into place in the doing, meaning finding the audience that you wanted to serve online and then creating a product or service that would solve a problem that they had. And as they start to pay for that product or service, you recognize, hey, this is something that people are willing to pay for. How can I get more people to learn about it? And that's where visibility comes in. This is all part of the framework to help you grow a successful online business. Getting visible, building a network of referrals, of people to support you, talking about the support community. As I did that, mixed in with my coach, that started to add more to that recipe for success, which while working this full-time job, again, that I loved. I wasn't trying to like quit as fast as possible or get away from a destructive boss. Like my boss, my coworkers, they were all amazing. I loved the experience. But then what I quickly recognized is that I was making basically double with my new side business than I was at my full-time job. I was like, well, something's got to give. What's got to happen here? And so what I decided to do is this kind of third step, I would say. So first is the mentor. Second is the framework, a proven framework to follow. Third is to create a timeline. I created a timeline for when I was going to quit my day job to go full-time and fully commit. And I feel like that's what a lot of people miss out on is if you really want to build a successful online business and to grow it for it to become your career, you need to jump in with both feet and fully commit. You got to burn the boats, and you need to recognize that nothing's going to happen unless you say it's going to happen and you put a date in mind. So I put a future date. Hey, I'm going to quit on this date. And I put a note in my calendar. I'm going to give my notice to my current employer that I'm going to quit on this date. All of this happened like clockwork. And the day after my exit interview and I was out of that job, I was sitting there and be like, oh my gosh, like this is it. I've built my business. I've already gotten past the 6-figure mark runway. And now like, what can I do? I've opened up my availability and time to continue to grow this business. And don't get me wrong. It's like from the moments of first building it as a side business to then it becoming a full-time business to even now, there's different levels of difficulty, of stress, of like, oh, beep, is this thing gonna work? And you find that the more trial and error you do, the more support you get, the more frameworks you follow, the more timelines you give yourself, whether then launching a new product or service or pivoting parts of your business, but getting more and more clear on what you want to build with this online business, the more possible it becomes. And so this is just a small taste of what my journey and story was behind building a multiple 6-figure business while having a full-time job. And I hope that you feel like as a future or existing online business owner that you feel like it's also possible for you. Again, it's not an easy journey, but to me, it's totally worth it because what I'm trading in for, say, the periodic stresses and ups and downs of emotions that you feel, you also have a lot of autonomy. You also have a lot of opportunity to serve even a wider group of people than, say, you may do under someone else's business. And so I have found a lot of satisfaction out of this journey, and I hope that you can feel the same way. And what I invite you to do, as far as your next step, is to first get clear on your messaging. Message clarity is essential early on in your business so that way you know who you're serving and how to talk to them in a way that attracts more of those types of customers to your business to buy your products and services. And you can learn all about that messaging framework down below called Story Supply. Thanks for watching this video. And if you have any questions about where you're at in your business journey and how you can take the next right step, I'm happy to answer those as well. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe this video, hit that bell icon to be notified of future content, and we'll see you on the next video.